Hello everyone. Let me say hi, don't be rude. Oh! Halloween was a couple weeks ago. However, there is nothing scarier than SNAP benefits running out and millions of households unable to afford heat without funding for LIHEAP. Meanwhile, Trump's priority is a gold ballroom funded by a list of donors that surely won't be writing another check to make sure that millions don't go hungry. We see you, Amazon, laying off thousands while you pay for an egomaniac's vanity project for a house that he doesn't even own. Gross. Replacing those workers with AI? Even more gross. And once again, Trump has it out for clean energy and numbers keep rising. Since Trump's election, 307 clean energy products have been canceled, and in that same time, we have seen an average 11% increase in utility bills. New study shows that energy insecurity affects 43% of US adults, disproportionately impacting marginalized communities and leading to higher depression and anxiety rates. Additionally, Hurricane Melissa, one of the most powerful storms in history, made landfall in Jamaica. It tore through the Caribbean and was listed as a deadly Category 5 hurricane. And for the first time in 20 years, 3 or more Category 5 hurricanes have developed over the Atlantic basin. The rapid intensification of these storms is a clear signal of human-caused climate change. It's only getting worse with fossil fuel pollution causing increasingly warmer ocean temperatures. Now, Trump plans to slash FEMA aid, shifting cost of recovery from disasters to states. With what money? Last week, he announced disaster relief funding for states he won big, while denying blue states. Please keep up to date with your reading and what is happening within our government. And thank you so much, Climate Power, for spreading this message. I'm back with another favorites video because I haven't done one since the summer, which I feel like is the most fitting because I don't have new favorites always every single month. And I also like hearing about other people's favorites. I find myself reverting back to wanting old YouTube style videos. Like in my free time, I mostly am like listening to like Alexa Sunshine 83 or like Carrie Dayton. I'm like, all right, what are you loving? What's happening? Or like when Whitney Simmons used to do her favorites videos. Ugh. In the age of when everything is being recommended to you or sponsored or TikTok Shopify, it's like hard to tell what do people actually like and use and what should I actually spend my hard-earned money on in a time where we're all hopefully trying to consume less and like buy very intentionally. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Like if I'm gonna spend my money on something, I'm most likely gonna research about it first to decide what I want to buy when it comes to like makeup, beauty, skincare, clothing. Oh my god. Because I'm sick and tired of just having junk because people have recommended it to me and then I don't actually like it. So that's why I really do these favorite videos like once every few months. Keeps me on track. I like to share my favorites with you guys, even though for the most part I talk about like pop culture, lore, TV shows, movies on my channel, but like what am I loving, you know what I mean? I also do like collect my empties. However, last month I did go to Ulta and recycle all my empties, which is what I do when I'm done. So I don't really have a lot right now, but just know that this bag was full to the brim. They have like a program with Pack. There's like a box there they can just bring in and recycle your empties, but like make sure that the containers are clean. My first thing, I run through these so quickly, the Curology Acne Body Wash. I use this as like a first wash of my body and then I'll go in with like a body wash with a scent. I don't really struggle with acne, but I do struggle with, I guess, what you could consider KP. I don't know if it's fully KP. I've just always had bumps. The back of my thighs, like my elbows, but not on the back of my arms. And like back knee, hey, I work out, I sweat. So this is like nice to have. Also finished 2 Lush body lotions, one being Karma Cream. I'm so happy that this is back. I love Lush so much. Oh! It really is the best scent, and if you hate Karma Cream, then perish. I don't know. And then I also got Super Fairy. Super Fairy is supposed to be a mix between Super Milk and Snow Fairy. It's all right. I don't think I would get this again. It's fine. Lush now has a thing, I think with every container that you bring back, you get $1 off your next purchase, which is really, really nice. So that's my empties. I anticipate I'll fill the bag more, but I didn't want to sit here and just like hoard trash in my apartment until I was gonna make the next video. I'm so sorry. So it's kind of like a ritual now whenever I go home to visit my family and there is an Ulta on the way home, that it's not weird that I'm like carrying a bag of recyclables around with me. I just go out and I empty it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have an eye boogie. You do. Everybody's like, where's Cowboy? Where's Cowboy? Where the heck is Cowboy? Cowboy's always here. When I'm filming, I usually just show Clem. Cowboy's behind the camera. Like, that's my fucking cameraman. That's my Freddie Benson, okay? Currently, when I'm filming, here he is on the couch, literally right behind, making sure that audio levels are good, making sure that the video looks great. She is like a little Velcro cat. Cowboy is not so much. He is not forgotten about. Believe me, anybody who comes to my apartment, he's a fan favorite. Clementine, it's literally just me and her against the world. Yeah, she's fully bonded to me. Cowboy just doesn't care to be like a little lap kitty. He just wants to be in your vicinity, but he doesn't need to be like directly next to you. Let's start off. I have everything in this Jimmy Fairley bag. Ooh. Let's start off with skincare. I have been going through some of the worst bouts of skin picking. Actually, let's start off with that. Me wearing press-ons, fake nails, Glamnetics, which is actually, I wear these partially because of my skin picking problem. The current ones that I have on, they're almost on for like 2 weeks. They look really good. I wore them to the Stranger Things premiere. Oh! And one did pop off because I was like rummaging through my bag. Good thing I brought glue with me because I could glue it on back very easily right before I told Caleb McLaughlin that I really like to sue. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't be naked without a nail. I used to get acrylics. I also used to do Gel X, and then I started doing Builder Gel. And then when I moved to New York, I started doing my own Builder Gel. That's great and fun. Unfortunately, I will eat it. One thing about me is that I have a picking issue. It's my skin, it's my nails, I'm gonna do it. A lot of people recommended for me to stop picking at my skin, that I give press-ons a try. It's something about like, you just can't pick at your skin the same way. It is possible because I have done it, but I posted like on my story that I've been using the I Am Sober app to kind of like track my skin picking, which a couple people were like, that's extremely insensitive. Literally, the I Am Sober app has skin picking as one of the options of things that you are trying to get rid of. So I found that very funny with people trying to police me in the way that I use the I Am Sober app. Anyway, I really love these because now not only am I not sitting there doing my own Builder Gel stuff, but I'm also not picking at them and then peeling them off with my teeth like 2 days after. No matter how good I prepped, they would lift and I would pick at them. And so these are really nice because it's like almost impossible to rip them off. And if you do, they really hurt. I just got a whole bunch of different colors. They were having a sale online, and so I just ordered some. This one I was really excited for because I was like, chrome, that's me. I'm literally Squidward from SpongeBob being like, why is everything chrome? Like, everything in my apartment is chrome. I just bought a few different boxes and I really like these. They've lasted me like 2 weeks. I don't pick at them and they've been helping me with keeping my skin in check. Speaking of which, we can get into skincare. Because I do skin pick, I have been breaking out some. I had like a really bad eczema flare up a few months ago. I was traveling a lot. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I think I also might have burned my skin a little bit with tretinoin. And then plus on top of that, picking at my skin, it was just like a multitude of things. And I was like, okay, I need to like go back to the basics, go back to what my skin used to love, something that is not harsh. I stopped using a cleansing balm because I thought it was the culprit of like all my acne like a year ago. I went back to the Then I Met You cleansing balm, which I used to use this all the time before. I forgot how much I love this. And the fact that they sell it in Sephora now is insane because I used to have to buy this online. I really do like this. And I do feel like it has helped my skin. I used to suffer with really bad clogged pores. Could be partially from me picking at my skin, of course, obviously. But I do wear like a decent amount of face makeup to cover scarring. And so I feel like this really gets all my makeup off at the end of the day. So that's my first cleanse. And then my second cleanse, it's a little wet because I just took it out of the shower. This is the prequel, the Glenser. They call it the Glenser. It's a Glenser non-drying glycerin cleanser for face and body. I have been loving this. This might be my new all-time favorite face wash. I've had some different ones, but for me, I think literally the more basic you go, the better for my skin, to be honest. And it's chrome, like how beautiful. I've been wanting to try prequel for a while. And so for this being my first prequel product that I actually get to try, it's really good. It's literally just like glycerin. It's just non-stripping. It's thick. It's just a nice clear cleanser and it does not burn my skin. Every single cleanser that I was using, especially when I had this like eczema flare up, tretinoin burn, whatever, I was like, oh no, every single cleanser is burning my skin. And this is like the only thing that I feel like got it back to like normalcy. Okay, speaking of glycerin, I don't remember what I have put in my last favorites videos. If that just doesn't give you a testament as to how much I actually love these products, if I do repeat them in future videos. I don't look back to see what I put in past favorites videos. This might have been in one, but like this is also like my 6th or 7th bottle of this because I really do love it. And it's the Experiment Super Saturated 30% Glycerin Barrier Support Serum. I love everything Experiment. I am so happy. I think that the creators of Experiment are so cool and I'm so happy that they're finally in Sephora. They absolutely do deserve for more people to find out about them. I have pretty much tried most products from Experiment and love them, but this serum, my skin loves hyaluronic acid and just like drinks it up. This is it on crack. It's just like 10 times more hydrating somehow. So my skin loves glycerin, as you can tell. So if you're like, how are you so damp looking? How are you so shiny and dewy? No, it's not sweat. Sometimes it is. It's super saturated, obviously. These are now also my two new favorite moisturizers, which are the Dew Instant Angel and Air Angel. Air Angel I use during the day. It's like a gel cream, whereas the Instant Angel is a lipid-rich facial moisturizer. This is also a brand that I found from TikTok because of the creators of it, and so also to see them becoming more mainstream and people finding out about them and realizing how great they are. That is so cool. It also comes with this like cute little key that you can use because the containers are aluminum, so it helps you with getting out every last drop. Yeah, I have not broken out from these moisturizers. I don't feel like my pores have been clogged from it. I feel like this is the move because I've been struggling with finding a moisturizer that I truly really love with like some of my skin changes. These are it, and this one wears so good under makeup. I haven't tried Instant Angel underneath makeup, but I can't imagine that it would be bad, to be honest. While on the topic of skincare, I do feel like I have mentioned these products before, but it is the Cycler Sacred Santal and Nutrient Rich Body Cream. This is now my second one and I am almost out of it, which breaks my heart. I love this scent so much, and I used up all of my body oil, so currently I am pairing it with the Naked Neroli Vitamin C body oil. These two like as a pair, yeah, and like they pair together beautifully, but these two as a pair, like my mom always would yell at me as a child and she's like, the second you get out of the bath and you're damp, you need to slather yourself in lotion. She was a Nivea kind of girl. She also is like a very big fan of Bath and Body Works, the creams, the body cream, but like she swears by those. I struggle sometimes with fragrance because I do feel like my skin can get itchy. The Bath and Body Works body creams, they just didn't work out for me. Love that she loves it, just not for me. And so the fact that these are pretty heavily fragranced and they don't break me out on my skin and I don't feel itchy after them or anything is awesome. And I feel like they pair together so well. I literally just showered because I went to a workout class, put on body oil, and you're like, how the fuck are you sitting in that? Like, I hate the way that body lotion makes me feel. I feel completely fine. Like, I genuinely don't feel like sticky or damp or weird or anything. Like, you don't just have to use this at night. Like, you can use this during the day and it does not feel weird whatsoever. But yeah, as you can see, going through this one as well, this is like a daily use for me at this point. Obviously, if you can pair the scents together, that would be awesome, but I ran out. Claudia Sulewski really is that girl. Like, when she came out with these, good for fucking her. Like, they really do live up to the hype, and you keep seeing people talk about them because they really are that good. Anyway, for the holidays, if you think about like shopping intentionally for yourself and what you will actually use up, or getting a very intentional gift for someone else and they're not just like shitty ass body cream sets that no one's ever gonna touch or use, they will touch and use these, I swear on my life. Claudia Sulewski also sent a nice little note, like signed by her. I do have it up on my fridge because you've been here for a while, then you know that I am a massive Claudia Sulewski fan, and I have been for many years. It's like time that I watch Vlogmas again, like old Vlogmas videos. Like, it really is that serious. And I also get compliments on how I smell. Thank you for saying I smell nice if you're one of my friends. It means more to me than you know. I have one product for hair care. I do have my extensions out right now. Ooh, I don't plan on getting them in anytime soon. I really wanted to get extensions because I was feeling extremely self-conscious about my hair. If you didn't know, I had K-tip extensions for 6 months. I had 2 different sets, and I got them put in because I decided to cut my hair into a bob after a lot of my hair was falling out from stress, and I thought that cutting it into a bob would fix it without feeling like I wasn't like myself. That's not something I have ever like gone through. Also, like, I don't really care about negative comments online, but seeing an increase of comments being like, yeah, I have noticed that you have been losing your hair, I'm like, all right, did we have to do all that? Like, did we have to do all that? And then I was like, well, maybe if I cut my hair into a bob, then I'll look like Gracie Abrams. And then I got called a bloated Gracie Abrams, and I'm like, can I live? Can I live? So anyway, I decided to do K-tips to feel a bit more like myself, which helped a lot. They're gentle enough on the scalp that they did not like rip any hair out, and if anything, my hairdressers told me that my hair looks thicker after I got them removed, like from what they were compared to before. I also showed in a favorites video before, I remember I talked about Nutrafol, which I still do take. They're like supplements for hair growth. That's kind of the thing, when I'm really deep into stress, that seems to be like the first things to go. Like, obviously everybody's body deals with stress differently. When I deal with stress, I really struggle with eating, sleeping, and my hair falling out. That's what happens to me. And I feel like in a pretty good place with my hair right now. I feel like it's looking full. The hair and the scalp serum that I've been using lately has been the Sacred Restoring Hair and Edge Drops, which I have heard so many people loving these. I bought this when Sacred first dropped in Ulta, and I have really loved it. And I do think that I notice a difference, especially like with my part I'm not gonna sit here and put before and after photos of my part. I'm not, for my own well-being, I'm not gonna do that to myself. But I am feeling really, really good about it because I do feel like my part was the thing that I was the most self-conscious about. I'm pale, okay? Like my scalp would show through my dark ass hair and then I'd be like, fuck, I'm bald. But I feel like this has been so nice. I've used other scalp serums before and they make your hair feel so crunchy, so weird sometimes. Like when I blow dry my hair will get like a very specific texture, and at that point I'm like, am I supposed to wash my hair every single day because of these scalp drops? These are the only ones where I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that something is in my hair. Like I applied these today, did my hair like normal, and my scalp and my hair is behaving exactly how I wanted to, and it didn't act weird with like heat or anything. So I really like these and I'm almost done with them, so it is time to refresh on these soon. But yeah, Beyonce did a big one with these. Putting you guys all on to this one if you have not given it a try. But consistency is important. Like you do have to remember to do it every day. Oh my god, I'm just like on a fragrance kick. Like I said, don't remember if I put this in my last favorites video. Noise, you are crazy. This is the scent Unmute. They have sent me now multiple bottles of this and I thank them for it so dearly. Additionally, I like to pair it with the solid fragrance in Unmute. Noise kills it. Like I have loved all of their scents. I got one of their scents as a gift and I think I initially featured it in a video of mine. They label it as vanilla. It's vanilla reimagined, a bold, delicious vanilla that's deeper, spicier, lasts longer so you can stand out, made to be craved with notes of lush black plum, pistachio that draw you in for sweet first impression while crisp amber and cashmere woods linger to add warmth, sophistication, and depth. Get loud, be bold, be you. Unmute. Yeah, Clem. That's right. That's what I've been saying. And I have like quite a few different vanilla scents. This one's my favorite. I wouldn't even categorize it though as vanilla. I feel like it's more musky. If you have the chance to smell this in Ulta, I do recommend that you do it and like put it on yourself to see if you like how it smells on you. I like musky type scents. It is to the point, like me wearing this, that my friends will come over and say that my apartment smells like this perfume, which if they came out with a candle, I do think truly that this is like one of my all-time favorite scents now. I have other vanilla scents like the Billie Eilish perfume. I have one by Cycler. I have just like a few different vanilla ones, but this is way more musky and amber and not gourmand in the slightest. I think I was born to smell specifically like this scent. I would spray it right now, but Clemmie's right next to me. And the solid perfume is nice because you can just like put it on your body or touch it up and then spray on top of it, which is really nice. One of these situations. I've also had an issue with some perfumes breaking me out. I feel like I'm talking about my skin as if I can't handle shit. Like it's so sensitive. Is it Glossier U? It might have been the old Glossier U formula. I don't remember which one, but there was a formula of a perfume. Whenever I would spray it specifically on my neck, my whole neck would break out into like itchy little bumps. Has not happened with this. And it lasts all day, which is crazy. I have sweaters in my closet that I didn't wash after wearing them. Okay, gross, whatever. Still smell like the perfume, it's great. Makeup favorites! I am not a big foundation girl, but when my skin was kind of at its worst with my picking, I obviously would cake it with concealer and then I would be like, why does it look bad a few hours later? Like it looks cakey. And I don't love foundation because I don't like covering up my freckles. I don't know if anybody can fucking tell. I had a few more freckles on my nose, but I do have freckles all along here. My mom is completely covered in freckles, and so I have them. I don't like covering them up very much. I also think I just look weird when I cover my whole face in foundation. I just don't like how it looks on me. The Haus Labs Lady Gaga foundation, specifically I wear the shade, not that it matters because you're gonna be a different shade than me, 110 light neutral. I'm usually like the lightest, the second to lightest shade usually. I have loved this foundation because it is so natural and skin-like looking, and I usually just start down here on my chin where I have most of the scarring, and then I'll like gently blot up around my freckles so they don't get completely covered. And I've tried using a brush with this, which I liked. A beauty blender. Yeah, I'm still a beauty blender girl. I am not going anywhere. Like I wish that I could be sophisticated and be like, yeah, I'm using brushes now for my foundation. I'm not, and I probably will never be. I really do like this foundation, and the fact that the packaging is really nice, very heavy because it's glass, so like not the most ideal for traveling. This is, along with the concealer, really, really good, but especially the foundation. I'm very happy every time that I end up wearing this because I'm like, wait, this looks really good. I end up wearing it the most on camera because it kind of just has like a skin-like satin finish, and I feel like Lady Gaga put put her whole love and care into making this foundation with her bare hands. So I do really appreciate it for that reason. Surprise, surprise to absolutely, literally no one. The Rhode Pocket blushes, I told myself I was not gonna try these. I was like, I've tried enough blushes in my day. What do I need the Rhode Pocket blush for? Then I saw the color Toasted Teddy and I was like, okay, so unfortunately I do really want to try that. So for swatches, this is the color it's giving off. It's kind of like a rusty amber type of color, a brick red if you will, but you're like, Nicole, you're so pale. How could you use that color? It looks great on me. You guys compliment it all the time. No, I really, really do like these blushes because of how blendable they really are. Like above any of my other blushes, and I've tried a decent amount of blushes, these are by far the most blendable. When your skin is dry, when your foundation might be patchy, when you're just not having the best skin days and you're like, how is this gonna blend? Because you know when your blush doesn't blend and you want to cry because then you're like, do I have to restart my whole face? I do not have those problems with these blushes. I also picked up Sleepy Girl recently. Literally, yes, the two most basic bitch colors. And what about it? They're popular for a reason. And then this is Sleepy Girl, which I'm wearing right now. And it's like a dusty kind of pink color. To pair with it, I heard really good things about the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. So I like to use this side for my bronzer and my blush, and then this side for powder blush on top. But to like give you an idea of how well this blends, I mean like this would blend with really any blush, but like if you're a blush girl and you really do love your cream blushes, I do really love this brush for it, and that's why I'm including it in my favorites. But I do feel like, it just like blends like a dream. Like that barely took any work. And I feel like that's so nicely blended. I'll do the same on this one. And I feel like I have not had any like blush mishaps since using these as my blushes. Like that's so fucking smooth. He's purring. Nothing happened and he's purring. I wanted to take the blush off with makeup remover before I got on one of the cats. And then everyone would have been like, you're putting blush on the cats. And it's like, okay, well they begged for it, and what am I supposed to do? No, Miss Bieber really did a big one. And Mr. Mario really did a big one with that brush. And so obviously these shades might not work for you. If you're looking for a blendable blush, you don't have a blush that you already love. If you're looking to intentionally buy a blush because you may need one, I do recommend giving these a try. Really didn't want to like this because I'm like, what am I? Sucking Hailey Bieber's dick? No, I just really didn't want to give into the hype. I do love lip liner. I do. I have not gotten my lips filled in 2 years, and so I'm just letting them rock. I have no intentions on getting them filled. I'm happy with like where they're at, and so I really wanted to try out the Peptide Lip Shape Contour by Rhode, and I got the shade Twist. I'm wearing it currently right now. I do love it. I fucking love it. And people are like, well, it doesn't last long. It doesn't last long on the lips as some other lip liners, which is true. I don't love how all lip liners look on me because some can just look very almost caked on, and I wanted something more of a contour, to be honest. When I set this down with powder when I'm doing my makeup, I don't feel the need to reapply this nearly as often throughout the day as if I don't. I've never used this side. This is like supposed to be like to correct it, like the lines around it. What is this, the Hailey Bieber show? Hello? Okay. Oh my god, next. Ooh, I guess I have 2 items for like clothing, fashion, beauty, I guess. I don't remember if I talked about these, but these are my Jimmy Fairley sunglasses. I saw an ad for these online, and I have been looking for a good pair of sunglasses. I had the perfect pair of crap eyewear sunglasses before, so they did get stolen a few years ago. So I ended up ordering these online. I really do love, and I don't give a rat's ass if you don't think they're right for my face shape. I don't care if you think I look like the 3 blind mice. I really don't, because I really like these sunglasses, and I like a lot of their designs that they have. And so they sent me a free tote bag along with my order, so obviously I'm gonna use it. Well, of course. And generally, like when sunglass companies will give me like a little pouch for the sunglasses, I don't love them or use them. This one I use all the time. It's like magnetic, beautiful. No, I feel like these are lightweight. They stay on my face, which sometimes I did have a problem with that with the crap sunglasses, that they would be a little bit too big for my head. You're in the market for nice sunglasses. These are the only sunglasses I like wear. I have this and one other pair, but this is like by far the ones that I reach for every single day, and I don't feel the need to be wearing other sunglasses because I just love these. Wait, quick makeup item, this little nub. This is the Urban Decay. Couldn't tell you the exact full name, its legal government name, because she is a nub and the name has come off, but it's in the color Tootsie. I am having trouble sharpening it at this point, but this is what I use to tightline and do my waterline. I have been doing dark around my eyes with eyeliner recently, which I didn't used to do because I was like, well, my eyes are already dark. Like, why would I do that? I feel like it adds so much to my eyes. I love days where I'm not wearing eyeliner, obviously, but I've gotten so many compliments on my eyes since just like literally waterlining them, and a brown is like the perfect thing, at least for my eye color. I highly recommend the color Tootsie because it's like more of a neutral brown rather than a warm brown. I guess that would be neutral, maybe. It almost reminds me of like a dark colored clay. Hold on, I need to wash this off. Hold on, please hold. My other clothing item favorite, they're these boots from Aloha, specifically the insole that I put into them. Hold on. Hello? Guys, I don't think they're coming out. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't think that they're coming out. I don't know why they're not coming. My insoles are not coming out. And you know what? And we just have to accept it. Just know, you can see inside of there. I don't think you can. They're from the brand Baird. I ordered Baird shoes and I put those insoles into here. I've had these for about, I think like 2 months now. I have been looking for a black boot that I would be able to wear on the daily, actually walking around New York in. I walk at least like 10K steps, I would say, a day. And so majority of the time, yeah, I can wear Solomon's. I'm doing like workout classes, whatever. But if I'm going out, I don't want to bring a spare pair of shoes so that I can be comfortable walking to the subway and then walking to my next destination. I just want to wear one pair of shoes. Why do I need to walk around with another fucking pair of shoes? And so I wanted to wear a black boot. I'm like, I want to wear black boots this fall and winter. I want to have one good pair of boots for the rain. I'm not gonna like trudge through the snow in this, but I would like to have some sort of, you know, weather abnormalities. And I have been on the hunt. I consider doing Fry boots. I have tried Steve Madden boots. I have tried a plethora of different types of black boots. These have by far been the most comfortable. The only reason I put an insole into them is because I am a size 7. I ended up buying a size 37, like translates roughly to like a 7. And they were just like the teeniest, tiniest too big. And I wanted to sit snug. Don't know what has happened to me in my age of 26 years old. I cannot have uncomfortable shoes anymore because it's not just like, oh no, my feet are in pain. It's like debilitating. Foot pain is debilitating. I can't be uncomfortable. I can't stand it. I can't do it. Why do I need my heels to bleed 6 months into wearing your pair of shoes because they're not broken in yet? What? I wore these once and I feel like they fully broke in. And so I can see myself having these boots for hopefully the rest of my life. Like hopefully when the bottoms come off, I can just get them, you know, I can take them to the cobbler, get them redone. I bought these boots with the intention of these sticking with me for life. And I've worn them many places. I'm putting them on with sweatpants. They're great. I feel like they fit my calves great. My calves do not have the thickest of calves. I wish I had bigger calves. I wish I had muscle mommy bigger calves, but I just don't. And I feel like they do fit my calves comfortably. If you might have bigger calves, I do recommend trying them on in stores just to make sure. But these have been so comfortable, have not gone to blister, have worn these in 15K, 20K step days. I've been good. I really do love these. These are such an investment, but God, are they fucking worth it. And so these are probably the only black boots that I will be wearing for the foreseeable future because I'm sick and tired. I'm tired. I think I have plantar fasciitis. I wake up, I stand on my foot, it cramps, it hurts. What's going on? Guys, what's going on? Well, I need to start wearing toe separators to bed. I can't do a blister. I can't fucking do a blister. And so for the rest of my life, it is insoles and orthopedic shoes. And it is what it is. And good thing, those are really fucking cute and I love them. I've also been traveling a decent amount recently. I love over-the-ear headphones. I love them. Can't do in-ear ones anymore. Don't like the feeling of my ears holes being stretched out. Absolutely not. I had the Quiet Comfort 45s, I believe, for a long time. Now these were kindly gifted to me, Bose and Enemy, and they are the new Quiet Comfort. I believe they're just called the Bose Quiet Comforts now. These are so good. Like my old Quiet Comfort 45, I started getting like ear pain after wearing them for like longer than an hour. From the minute that I wake up to basically until I go to bed, I am probably wearing these, especially if I'm alone all day. It is a problem. Like my therapist before, we tried to do an exposure where I wouldn't wear my headphones as much, but I really just do love them. I love the noise canceling feature. I love not being able to hear anyone else. It gives me so much more confidence. I love wearing these outside. When my ears get cold, when I'm outside, when I'm walking somewhere, I get a headache and then my jaw hurts and then I'm in a lot of pain. They're almost like ear warmers in a sense because no wind can get through. It is so fucking good. When Chris Briney did the Quinn audios, I got Quinn as a joke and I took these headphones to a party and then played them for all my friends to listen to the Chris Briney audio so that they could hear it in fucking the best quality sound ever. And it was crazy. It was almost scary. It's almost like he's like right there next to you. It's a bit of a jump scare. Crazy work. If you're gonna invest in any headphones, highly recommend these because the noise canceling is like no other. If you get overstimulated like me, going to the grocery store can be like a very challenging task. You struggle working with loud sounds around you. You just like listening to music all day while you're doing other things, podcasts, whatever. These are it. And I love how easily like they fold up. I don't put them in their case or anything. I just like really throw them been anywhere. And the sound quality has improved since the last one, and the battery life is so much longer. And obviously these were gifted to me, but I didn't have to say anything in exchange for them gifting it to me. Another little electronic favorite. I miss taking photos. I used to take photos a lot on like my mom's digital camera when I was younger. I like saved money to get my own digital camera, and then I just completely stopped. And then obviously I got into YouTube, and so, you know, more so filming cameras and everything. Photography is something that I like doing very unprofessionally, like literally just as a hobby or to like photograph moments with friends. I've tried doing the whole film camera thing, which I think film is awesome. I love the look of film. I love people who take film photography. I just do not have it in me to wait all the time to get my photos developed and then sent back to me and then paying for it every time. So I did cheat, and I did get myself a Fujifilm X100V off of eBay. If you don't know, it basically like simulates what a film camera can look like, and you can basically create your own little recipes for different looks on the camera. So I have like a whole bunch. I like went online, especially on TikTok, and people give recipes for different film looks. Took this with me when I went to Italy, took this with me to LA. I try and just use it whenever I can, and it's like a nice encouraging thing to just like bring this with me when I'm out of the house. For the holiday season, if you're looking to get a gift or ask for a gift, I recommend getting one secondhand. They're selling now more for than like the original price, so just keep an eye on eBay, B&H, websites like that for resellers who are selling it for a similar price or cheaper. There's like literally a tiny scratch on the screen. That's why this one was marked down so much. And I love this, and I love that I can like literally just pop out my SD card. There's also a Bluetooth function that I can just like send the photos to myself. It has been so fun taking photos on this, and I've gotten so many compliments. Like whenever I post pictures on Instagram, people being like, what camera are you using? 9 times out of 10, it is this one. We have two more categories. We have media and food. Now media, for movie, my favorite movie as of late is Stop Making Sense, which was a recorded Talking Heads concert, which came out in theaters a few years ago that I was able to go see with Jake. And it was so good, so good. And I was like, I will never get to see David Byrne live. I will never get to see him. So this is the closest thing that I will ever get. Well, David Byrne did in fact tour this year, and I did get to see him in Radio City. I went alone. I did cry. It was really special to me. It was really important. Hearing songs that just mean a lot to me. Very nice, very important to me. And so I have been watching Stop Making Sense. Watched it on the plane. I put it on whenever there is a lull of silence in my apartment. If I don't have people over, if I do have people over and we just need something on in the background. It is so beautiful and so fun because it's literally just a live concert. I know that's a weird recommendation and nothing too crazy, but I'm back in my little Talking Heads kick as of right now, especially after seeing David Byrne. So highly recommend. And if you want to get into the Talking Heads, I feel like that's like the easiest way to get into them, is to see like a live performance of them literally and some of their greatest hits. And then for books, so my Kindle, I read Bright Young Woman by Jessica Knoll. I have mentioned this in some of my other videos, especially like one that I talked about true crime in. I love this book. It was really hard for me to put it down. I really love this. This might be my favorite read of the year, to be honest. Essentially, it is a true crime book, but it is with no emphasis on the man. All they call him is the defendant throughout it, the killer. They just place no emphasis on him. He is not important to the story. He does not fucking matter. What is important, however, is the women, the victims in the story, and kind of highlighting their lives, who they were as people, and the impact that they made on those around them. I thought it was so well written, and it was nice to see from this perspective, because after watching true crime content over the years, you can watch my true crime video that I talk about how it's like causing your depression to be worse. You can watch that video to hear more of my thoughts on that, but I have pretty strong feelings about true crime, especially as somebody who consumed a lot of it, and I know I'm in a dark place once I start watching it again, and it's just not the best for my mental health. And it's really coincidental. I had no idea that this book is actually based off of Ted Bundy. You wouldn't know that though, because they literally refer to him as the defendant. But there is one scene towards the end of the book. I don't know anything about Ted Bundy. I had never watched the Ted Bundy. I know of Ted Bundy, obviously, but I don't know like specific details of his case. And so when I went in watching the Ed Gein Monster Show, because I planned on making a video about it, and a scene from this came up in the Ed Gein show because they were showing a snippet of Ted Bundy and his case, and it was like the exact same scene, but it's just so crazy how different it is portrayed in this book, where it is really about this woman's life, how big of a loser this fucking killer was, how unimportant he was, how uncharismatic he really was, how much of a loser he actually was, and more emphasis on the woman and her whole story. I mean, you're reading about her whole story basically the entirety of the book, and then you watch it in the Ed Gein show, and it's literally like the most brutal, awful, disgusting scene that went on for way too long, and the only person that I could possibly think that it was for men who like to watch women suffer. I can't imagine who else watching that scene was for, because it was so vile. Obviously what Ted Bundy did was vile to his victims. Why it needs to be portrayed in media for like the millionth time in such an explicit manner for so long, don't understand. So I feel like this book had a lot of respect towards the victims, even though this story is fiction. They also reference about how the judge called Ted Bundy a bright young man, and that it's a shame, like that maybe he would have even wanted him as part of his counsel. And so that's why this book is called Bright Young Women, because it's like the women were the fucking bright ones, not this loser who got caught. And so I think that's the really big difference between it. Really, really, really enjoyed reading this book, and I had to take a break from reading anything dark. I tried to read Animal after it, didn't succeed because it was just a little bit too much for me. I did read the Summer I Turned Pretty books, and I did read a Colleen Hoover book. Those were all for videos. So I would like to go back to reading for pleasure. If you guys have any book recommendations for me, like your 5-star reads, please let me know, because I want to read them. Please, I beg. I'll have my Goodreads linked if you guys want to know what I'm into. But I am desperate to find some good books, so please let me know. Last thing I am going to recommend, you Brits have it good out there, okay? My cousin from England just visited me, and I got to take her to LA with me while I went to the premiere for Stranger Things. And my cousin notoriously always has to bring me way too much stuff when she comes. So sweet, so kind. Now, the one thing that I will ask for every single time is this tea. What did you guys put in this? What did the Brits put in this tea? Crack? Is it crack? Did they put crack in it? First she sent me this one, and I tried it and I finished it. She came earlier this year, and I was like, you need to bring more of this tea because it's very important to me. It's shortbread flavored tea, and it's like shocking. It's like, fuck, that is shortbread. You are drinking shortbread. Yorkshire tea caramelized biscuit brew. What the hell? What is this? And why is it so delicious? I just put in like a splash of creamer into it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm out of creamer. What am I gonna do today? I don't know. I don't know. It really fucking is that good. And we're in Huga season right now. I am refusing to get seasonally depressed, fighting it with every fiber in my being, and this tea will single-handedly save me. Save me, caramelized biscuit brew, save me. How beautiful, ending off with tea for fall favorites. How I will link these for you guys, I'm not sure. I will figure it out, okay? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, please make sure that you leave it a like. It helps me out so much. Also leave a comment. Like I said, if you have any book recommendations, I want to hear about it. I want to know. And if you guys know of any American caramelized biscuit brew tea brands that we sell in the States, so that people in the States are not killing me in the comments down below because you guys don't have access to this, let us know. Okay. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be nasty. If not, you're disgusting. Also, make sure you have your bell notifications on so you know every single time I post, or else you're gross. If you want to follow me on my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, Depop, Spotify, it's just at Nicole Rafiee. And if you want to follow me on TikTok, it's at Nikki Nasty. I'm gonna go now and go make tea and not get seasonally depressed. Okay, bye.